How are you? How are you?
Hi.
Welcome to our check-in. And as you can see, spring is pretty much here. I know the solstice, what do you call not the
Woo!
solstice? The equinox is March
Equinox
20 something, somewhere around there.
is here.
It's here. We know daylight savings comes, and we wanted to give a chance to give you guys something to discuss as you do your weekly check-ins, or just something just to brush up as you kind of work together and helping our marriages shine. One of the questions that we tended to get a lot
Oh boy.
was
Communication.
couples will constantly say, I've said this in my practice as well, couples will constantly say things like, we need help with our
Communication.
communication, right?
I have no idea what that means.
Communication. Yeah, communication. Communication tends to be kind of like the junk drawer of words when it comes to marriage. The best example I give, it'd be like as if you took your car to a mechanic,
Your head is being
and
shuffled.
you went to the mechanic and you said, man, but this car is just not very car-y. It's just not car-y enough. Could you help with it's like it's carishness? Communication is such a big global word. It's like a junk drawer. Everybody has the junk drawer in your house where you
Yeah, with
throw
keys
everything.
that don't fit, batteries that don't work. What else? Light bulbs. I don't know why light bulbs in there.
Light bulbs,
Tools.
pipe cleaners,
It's true.
toothpicks,
Oh, and candles thrown down at
nuts
the
and
bottom.
So communication is like a junk drawer. So one thing I want to clarify with this one, you got to figure out, what do you mean by communication? There's a problem without communication. What does that even mean when you say there's a problem with communication? Is that a good way of saying it?
Yeah, I know for me, when I think about communication, I'm thinking I'm saying something in a way that you don't hear me,
Okay.
or you're not clear about my explanation.
I'm saying something in a way that you don't hear me, or
I'm not clear in my explanation.
or
of
you're not
something
clear on your explanation about something. Like
to
that.
you.
Okay, that's a good definition. I think that works, because usually when people mean communication, it could mean that, man, I'm mad at the fact that your mother-in-law is going to be here for the weekend, and
Or you don't listen.
or you just don't listen.
You're not listening.
You're not listening in general, like
Right.
some issue that you keep speaking to your spouse about, and they're not they're just ignoring you.
Right.
But what you said is very specific.
Right.
That is an issue of communication. My first thing when I think about communication, the first thing I would say is, I heard this statement, and I think it's a true statement. I think they said couples don't communicate to connect. Couples connect first and then they communicate.
Okay.
We keep thinking that communication is about some mental or verbal trick that we can do. Oh, if I just say it this way or that way, then he'll hear me, rather than looking at, man, what is happening on emotionally? What's happening with our friendship? How are we feeling? What's the tone going on? And I think when you do things that help you connect, I don't care if you speak French and the other one speaks Spanish or English, you'll have good communication. But if you can have that sense of you do what you need to do to be emotionally connected.
So communication is about, how am I feeling about our relationship?
And that comes not just from communication tricks. That comes from things like, are you giving to your spouse? Are you affectionate? Are you listening to them? Are you available? Are you responsive to them? Are you doing the things that show, I am and want to be close to you? I value you. I appreciate you. Are you doing those things? Does that
That's
make
good.
sense?
That's good, because I'm thinking, for me, will you make time, stop everything to check in with me? Which is our check-ins, right?
Which is the whole idea of check-ins.
Will,
Yes.
like, am I that important to you that it's not a bother It's not a inconvenience. It's not a sucking your teeth and rolling your eyes kind of moment.
Yes.
But you want to find out how I'm doing, because if we're on the same page with that, then we could talk about all the other issues if me and you are good.
If me and you are good. So look, one thing that I know, one thing I can encourage when it comes to communication is this week, let's think of this as something that just helped with communication in general. When you notice your husband or your wife makes a moment to reach out to you, to talk, to show you something, to do something, be available, responsive, and engaged. Those 3 words. Make time, turn your head, look at them, stop what you're doing, put the phone away, respond to what they're doing,
That's good.
and just engage with them. Look them in the eye. When they comment, man, what? I wonder if we have any milk at home.
Yeah, we do. We do. We have milk.
Milk at home.
We have
You may say,
milk.
what is that? That's nothing. Being available, responsive, and engaged when our spouse reaches out to us, there's a lot more to that, what Gottman calls making bids and responding to bids. But for the sake of this check-in, just be available to your spouse, responsive, and engaged in everyday conversation. Let them know they are important enough to be listened to. And I think we can leave it right there for now.
Yes. Thank you for checking in with us. You can view other check-ins on our website. Thank you.
Thank you, and enjoy spring.
Find more of our videos on our YouTube channel, Mind Change. Let us know what you think. Add comments, ask questions, give suggestions for future topics. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks.